intro, the video.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to WBC Podcast. Call me wise, call me beautiful, but just don't call us crazy. It's your girl, Miss Ebony Champagne, bringing the edge, sass, and the class you need to kick off 2025 the right way. Tonight, I'm joined by my co-host, Miss Sauce Queen, the lovely and the beautiful, the one and only. Because you know we don't do bland around here. We keep it spicy, bold, and unapologetically real. Now, let me set the scene for you. It's New Year's Eve, and you're out with your spouse, feeling good, looking better, and boom, your ex walks into the spot. Awkward silence, much. So here's the question: do you tell your spouse or keep it cute and carry on? We dive into all that tonight because this isn't just about making resolutions. It's about making moves and setting the tone for a year of authenticity, growth, and let's be honest, a little drama we can laugh about later. So grab your glass or whatever, bubbly water, tea, coffee, and let's toast to keeping it real while we get into the good stuff. Buckle up, it's about to get saucy. What's up, Queen?
Hey, what's up? What's going on, Champagne? That was a little tough right there. We coming in, we coming in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Bringing it in. That's what I'm talking about. So, awkward silence. Let's get at it. Let's get into it. What's up with that?
So what is it? What's that question? You're out with your spouse and your ex walks in the spot. Do you tell him? Do you tell him, or do you just carry on? Like you having a good time, y'all enjoying yourself. You know how it is, and you see the familiar face from the past that you really don't want to embrace. Do you say, "Hey, yeah, I used to date such and such, and they're at the same location. Are we cool, comfortable? Do you want to leave, or do you just keep it going? Like what you do? Do you acknowledge?
I was about to say, we partying. What we doing?
Yeah. What you doing? Do you keep it to yourself? Because sometimes some people got crazy exes. Let's be real. And then sometimes you gotta let them know, like, oh, there go. I don't even want to throw out no names. Say a crazy name for the past. Some people be offended, like, why she gotta throw my name in here? It ain't about you, baby. It ain't about you. You're not my ex. But I'm just saying, like, if it is one of those situations where it could be a lituation, and you're like, whoa, I have to say something because they could get a little rowdy. Maybe they was controlling. Maybe they couldn't see me with nobody else. Maybe we ended on bad terms. In that case, I think you should be like, hey, I need my to walk into greatness. All right. And then if it ended great on good terms, y'all, the feelings were mutual and it was cordial. You split terms on good terms. You split on good terms. Then it could, you might not have to say nothing, but I always would like to be aware of my surroundings. So your ex walk in, tell me. Don't keep. I don't want to be the joke, but let me know. Don't think you doing me a favor by not telling me because I'm not rowdy, I'm not drama, so I'm not gonna be like I'm gonna be the. Oh, this not Friday. I'm about to do that. But let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Don't.
I like that. I like that. That the when you said lituation, you know what I'm saying. But yes, so. At the end of the day, what would a person do, right? Let's put it out there like this. If you were with your man or your woman and then you at a spot, right? And then the person that pops up, let's just say you never mentioned that person to the person you with currently, right? So now that other person just pops up and then you got the situation or lituation going on. It's like you kind of awkward and you're like, oh snap, I hope they don't come over here. I hope they don't say no. Oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden, boom, they come over. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how's everything? How's life? Oh yeah, you look great. Yeah, you too. Okay, yeah, all right, nice seeing you. Oh yeah, or say, oh, how's everything? Everything good. I had like 5 kids. Dang. Oh, you have 5 kids. I remember back when you didn't. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Right. And then they walk away. All right, it was good seeing you. Have a blessed one. And then that, let's just say, put it out there like your woman, right? And then she look over, oh, who was that? Oh, no, somebody I was in school with. Or, you ain't going to tell no lies and fabricate. Let's just say you want to keep it real. You want to be real because, I keep it real. So you want to keep it real, right? Now bring them the sauce. You keep it real and you be like, Yeah, there's somebody I dated real quick. Who
Real
is that?
quick.
Such and such you told me about? Such and such. Dang, you remember all the names I done told you? That was what the heck? And then you like, no. Oh, so that's such and such. Wait, you ain't tell me about that one. I ain't tell you about like what? Now in the woman's place, fellas, how you feel about that? A woman don't tell you, she tell you, oh yeah, say I was in a serious relationship with this one, and then boom. Well, who was that? Oh, that's just, it was a quick day, what I'm saying? We went out one night, and get nowhere, but they knew where you ain't had kids. They knew this, they knew that. What the heck? They knew a lot. Well, I'm saying we had some conversations, yada yada yada.
I'm just saying it was before you, okay? Let's cut it short.
Yeah.
It was before you, calm down.
I mean, what y'all what people gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Like, what I'm saying? That's that awkward situation, and you run into that person you never told your current person about, and it's like, ooh, okay.
I mean, because sometimes, like my man like to say, people be fronting. So now I came to a new state, as we know. I came to a new state. He in a new state. So we're not in our familiar places, right? So in that way, you got some people that can fake the funk. They like all the way around. New state, new me, congratulate, no haterate, right? So with all that being said, I could tell him I'm this, I was that, I was da. Only way he gonna know if I'm telling the truth or not is if someone we run into speak on me, right? So with that being said, it's like, all right, shorty could be this, Poppy could be that, whatever. And only thing we know is what we're going in as. So you have some people who run from their past where it's like, ooh, she or he probably not going to even mention that ex because she might have or he might have played it off like they was a good Samaritan in the relationship. And then you run into them and it's like, oh, here go the ghost from your past because now it's either you was keeping it real or some things about to go in the outfield on who you really are. So some people not even going to bring it up just because they hiding what they was. Like they're not even real with themselves. They just say, hey, I'm in a new spot. Nobody know me. Instead of embracing fresh start for, what it is, a fresh start and, coming into awareness and being accountable for what you was and what you done because everybody could change, right?
Yeah.
But when you're running, is a reason why you're running. And don't get me wrong, you have some people in battered situations where they were like, I have to get away. And in that case, it's like, you was in a battered situation, but you're in a new relationship. I don't feel like you shouldn't talk about some things. Now, yeah, sometimes it's hard to dig in that grave and, bring it up. But, if it was toxic like that, at least give a heads up. Because some of us would be like, well, it's in the past. I don't have to tell you about Tom, Jerry, Bill, Bobby, Samantha, Anna, Keisha, Salon. Like some people don't have to say, and you're right. You don't have to tell me about everybody you dated. But what I do want to know is what your character is when you're in a relationship. And why you're single, especially, we in our 30s. And if we have children, I do want to know why you're not with somebody or why you by yourself. Because why would I think that you was just sitting here all by yourself waiting on little old me to approach you?
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm just saying.
I think some people are going to interject and talk on that.
It wouldn't be a conversation if they wasn't talking back.
Hold on. I don't mean to interrupt you, but that part right there. So I like that ghost from the past, what you said, or skeletons in the closet. A lot of people got skeletons, but I like what you said. But on that note, let's just say, right, a person could be waiting for the right one. You have saved people out there who are saving themselves. They're in a period of celibacy. Even if they have fornicated or done things in the past, what I'm saying? They decided, they got saved, they learned the word of God, they joined a congregation, and they have like a spiritual mentor or a spiritual mother or father, what I'm saying? And they're learning from an aspect of that saved life. And let's say, okay, they got saved, they got baptized, and now they're trying to do the right thing. So there is a possibility, because I know there's some people out there. I know some people out there that there's a possibility that they are saving themselves and waiting because now, they done made some mishaps. They done had previous.
But that come with change, sis.
They made a mistake in the past. But now they're deciding, okay, I'm gonna wait for my wife or my husband. I'm going to wait and be patient. I'm going to date, but I'm not gonna rush like I used to in my past. I'm not gonna do this like I did in my past. I'm not gonna let them hit third base like I did in my past. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, you know what? Let me just take my time and smooth it in there, smooth landing in that situation. So there are some people that do wait for a little OU, and they will take that time and be patient and wait on God, and God will show them who their spouse, significant other, you know what I'm saying, their soulmate is at that right time period. But it takes some patience and time and being alone. So it is a possibility.
When it comes to it and that testimony come out for me, I'm gonna let y'all know what the process was. But I ain't ready yet. But like you said, because that's talk. You know, I said we're gonna keep it edge, sass with class all the way. But yeah, that person will be waiting. But let's get back to the gritty, because all the time they not, and all the time we not ready. And we have to bump our head because we hard headed. I bumped a lot. But with that being said, I mean, I'm just saying, you know, but that background check, you know, apartments and houses do it on you, credit companies, jobs. So we doing background checks, right?
Oh yeah, we doing interviews.
You know, fool, but if you're a fool, you're a fool. If you don't, you know, yeah,
right.
But realistically, you out having a good time, y'all. It's party time for some people. They say in the new year, and I'm having a party with them myself because blessings on blessings is coming. So I have a lot to celebrate. And I had to do some private victories now with some public victories, because you know we're not stepping on eggshells no more. We out here. So and God said it was okay long as I stay humble. But you know, what are we telling the truth? Are we being honest? And you know, sometimes you might think that you don't want to hurt the person. But if you don't want to hurt them, then where's the honesty? Because sometimes not saying nothing could hurt the person. So it goes into what do you do if you're dating someone and then you find out they're friends with someone from your past? Do you tell them? Or are you just you pull that past person that you know to the side and be like, hey, I didn't tell Trey about you. So let's keep this to ourselves, you know, sweep it under the rug. Like you really not gonna tell Jamie that you used to date his boy Trey, even though you ain't know Jamie and Trey was friends at one point. Because you know, Trey and Jamie could have been friends when they hit their 20s, and you know, little high school crush on Trey when y'all was in high school. Me, I be thinking like stuff like that don't count, bro. We was young, I don't know. But still, you know, boys live by a code like women supposed to too. You know, we were friends. We don't. But if they happen to meet later on, and then y'all pop up, and you like, oh, what's the title, sis? Awkward silence. And let's clear the air in the room, because it's either, you know, Jamie going, you know, Phil on the mature adult side, or he gonna be like, nah, I don't want to date her because my boy had her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sauce Queen, what's up?
Yeah, so
yeah, you know what? On that note, y'all, it's time to get saucy with the queen, because she acting
but let me just say this though. Awkward silence at the dinner table. How about that? Now get saucy with that. Let's get saucy.
It's time to get saucy, y'all.
All right. Hey, so Sauce Queen back in the building right now. So let me get into it. Awkward silence at that dinner table. So guys, let's just say, you know what I'm saying? Like you out or you want to take a woman out. Ladies, let me ask you this question. So when you going out on a date, right? What would you pick for that date? Would you pick a extravagant place where you meet up, where it's high class, you gotta get all dressed up and nice and cozy? Let's say this person was an online dating person. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all never met in person. Y'all was online dating. and you decide, okay, he says, I want to take you out. And you decide, okay, let's go out to eat. And what are you going to decide? You're going to decide that fancy place where you got to get all dressed up and do your thing? Or are you going to decide a nice little coffee shop or something? You know, what do you think is a proper dating scene? Because if I would say, you know what I'm saying, when you first meeting up with that person you had never seen before in person, first of all, you got to make sure you're not being catfish. Second of all, you're getting to know each other. How can you get to know each other at this fancy place all dressed up? It's not like y'all been in a relationship. You're not solely together married, and you're going on your anniversary date, or you're, you know what I'm saying, have a nice dinner date and date out whatever on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So where should it be? What's the most appropriate? Should it be at a nice coffee shop? Should it be at a nice little pastry shop? Should it be at a nice little setting where you guys can sit down and talk and, you know, build up that knowledge of each other? What should you do? Or what? Let's say you just met each other in person at the grocery store. Y'all exchange numbers, and then he says, "Oh, I'm gonna take you out." I mean, should you go high and mighty on the hog, or should you just take your time and lean in? We want to know from you. Okay, now back to WBC. Wise, beautiful, crazy. Thank you.
Yeah. How much detail is too much detail? Like, how much detail is too much detail? What's my girl? She had a song. I'm leaving messages and voicemails telling you I miss you. Baby, am I doing too much? Like, how much detail is too much detail? Because some people okay with, you know, not knowing. Me, like I said before, I'm not okay with not knowing. I'm not, because I don't know y'all. I know you, but I don't know y'all. Like, I don't know if she gonna see me, and because I don't know, but women have like this whole persona of like, do she look better than me? Do I look better than her? Does she feel good? Do I feel better? What she was wearing? And it's like, it's not even that serious, because in all actuality, if you wanted him, you still have him. So with that being said, I don't know y'all. I don't know the strengths, like who left who. You could tell me whatever, but I don't know. I just know you with me. And people bring out the best in people. So, you know, everybody had a person. So what you were with that opposite person might not be what you are with me. So I could bring out a different side of you, that I can bring out the side of you that make you want more. You understand? Like, she said, oh, well, she doing this, she got this going on. I want to learn with her. I want to elevate with her. And then you might wasn't given that in that. And so a person see you and you ever had that glow, you like, dang, y'all look great. And you like, I've been looking like this for a long time. What you mean? But you know, y'all look good with each other. You see the beauty in their relationship. What's that song? It's beauty in my brokenness. So with that being said, you know, you get that right man, he put that crown. Go ahead, queen. And you know, you get the right woman, she put that crown. Go ahead, king. Like, y'all look good. Like, some women may have that man see, like, dang, I want that to be my wife. Then you know, with the man, I will not mind being his wife. I would love him to be my husband. You know, to have a family with that person. I would like to build with that person. So you never know what the person that's looking at that see. They might see that and be like, oh, that could have been me. And they get a little funny acting. So yeah, I think that you should. Hey, as I was at the, you know, if it's a nightclub, I was at the bar getting a drink, or I went to the restroom, or hey, I was out like at a Christmas party for work, or well, ain't no more going on now because what today's date is, but you know, a New Year's Eve party, or even a watch night service at church, or even out returning some gifts because it wasn't the right fit, or you just didn't like it. And you see that person and y'all in the same location. I think respect, sweetie, babe, honey, my love. Yeah, I just ran into Tracy, and I'm just gonna let you know. I just wanted you to know that was a person I recently dated, and yeah, I just wanted you to be aware of it. And boy, some of us have them exes that we never really broke up. We just stopped. And sometimes they stop because somebody went away to school, somebody went up for the service, or they fell off track. but it was always that dang, that should have, like, that was left in the air. And bruh, don't run into them. I don't even want to bring up Power, but remember when he ran into what was her name? Angela. And there was like the what ifs. And you was like, hey, you're gonna risk your whole family for a what if? Like, and some people believe in if it come back, then it's what it is. But what they call that, fate. I'm just saying, you read the room. Know who you dealing with. Know who you dealing with, especially if it was a toxic ex, bro. Put your spouse on game. Don't be having them just in there not aware of their circumstances and they looking crazy, or all of a sudden y'all all run into each other, and because you didn't tell him or her and y'all having this conversation, then they looking at you like, well, who this? I know your cousins and your sisters. I never met this one. So don't have them looking crazy. But I believe you should tell a person. Tell me.
Well, let me go into that for you. Hold on. I'm going to go to a scripture that can help some people out here, because we do keep it godly with our message. So we definitely want to put you in the right direction. And yes, I do have the Bible right here. I don't.
Well, I like, you got my favorite color over there. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I got this in beige too. You know what I'm saying? But I like that purple. I didn't know that was your favorite color.
Royalty.
Oh, now I'm learning something new about my sister. I didn't know that was.
I know she had her sad right there, like she ain't saying.
But let's see. So I'm going to Isaiah 43. Give you some real knowledge, some solid knowledge, because we're not going to lean on our own understanding about this, but definitely you need to know with Godhead of wisdom what this is talking about. I like how you brought that up, when you run into that what if from your past, right? And we're talking about that awkward silence on what now if you're running into somebody and you're not explaining to your significant other, who this person is that just pops up and walks up to you and have a conversation, and you're like, and then let's say social media out there, and the spouse like explain, yeah, this is my ex and that, and let's say that person want to go farther, especially if they're really jealous. Oh, well, what they look like, what you need to know that for? That's from my past, I'm with you now, babe. But anyway, so yes, we're going to tap into Isaiah 43 and the verses 18 through 19. Let me just get there, turn the page, there we go. So verse 18 states, do not remember the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? I will even make a road in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Okay, so that was Isaiah 43, verse 18 to 19. Yes, so if you think about it, God is telling you right then and there, do not set your mind or dwell on the former things. That what if, it shouldn't even be a what if. It shouldn't even be existing in your present at the moment. You are with a spouse or an individual who God has possibly placed in your life. Now, we're not giving homage to the devil, but just know that sometimes things do come from the devil, and you have to beware. You have to have the Godhead of wisdom and the spirit of discernment on that situation. But to alleviate that what if, think about Isaiah 43, 18 through 19. In the scripture, it says it right there. Do not dwell on those things in the past. We must move forward in our life. We must think about our present and work towards our future. Don't live in today, because God will take care of today and tomorrow. So don't worry about tomorrow. Oh, actually, no, I said it backwards. Don't live in today, but don't worry about tomorrow, right? Because God will take care of it. So we are living in today, and we are cherishing what God has blessed us with in today. But do not dwell on the past. It says it in the scripture. Don't dwell on the past, because it's the past, and God has already moved us forward. So that type of situation shouldn't even exist. So people, you married people out there, let's just say, like, don't ruin your marriage over somebody. Don't ruin your marriage over some nonsense from the past. Like, lead them people where they at. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're in a new relationship and you're doing things new, God has done a new thing in you. It says a new thing. So that new thing, you cherish it. You can be blessed with it. That marriage, you cherish it and then leave it as a blessing. Move forward with that person, and to each day cherish them. Because if you get mundane and, you're not in your routine of how you were when you first courted that person and met that person, and you live all mundane and like, oh, I already got you, I ain't gotta do nothing. Oh, I already got you mentality, I ain't gotta do nothing else for you. Yeah, that'll leave you right back in the past. Okay, brothers and sisters. So yes, you need to cherish that individual that you're with and not worry about them exes over there, because you know what, that's a test. God is testing you when all them exes, that them pretty whatever girls that you could have had or it didn't get nowhere with, or I wonder if, and blah blah blah, or them ones that you done broke up with and now they coming back, oh look at you looking good today. No.
You better be careful.
That's a test. Yeah. Like leave it where it's at, because at the end of the day, God blessed you with something new. He did a new thing. So look at that person as every day it's a new thing. Make sure that relationship doesn't have that awkward silence and you don't know where you're going with it. You don't know what you're doing with that person. You ain't got no conversation. Come on now, the same way you courted and dated them then. Now, if you were silent and just texting and no phone calls and none of that, like, come on, let's be real. You wasn't doing that, and then the person just dealt with it, and then they stuck around. And what is that? When you accept things and settle for it, you know what I'm saying? You're settling. Yeah, settling, and yeah, and then that's what you're gonna get. So yeah, you got what you get, and then what you settle for. But you know what I'm saying? If y'all had that fresh nice thing when y'all first started dating, and then now y'all into that dating scene, don't get awkward on them, don't get silent on them. Let's start. What now? Yeah, what now?
I got your what now?
Huh?
I got your what now.
Oh, I like it.
I got your what now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let them know, because that's just a off topic. I think I was supposed to share that when we did the dating scene, right?
Yeah, but
I didn't have a book.
Something good right now. Yeah.
That's the what now. And the 5 love languages are 1, words of affirmation, 2, gifts, 3, acts of service, 4, quality time, and 5, physical touch. You go through the first stage, which is obsessive behavior. Go through obsessive love, meaning that's like the puppy dog stage, where you're like, oh, I'm so in love, right? So we call that obsessive love. That's what it mentions in the book. And then usually people don't get past that stage without breaking up because they forget, right? So once they get to stage 2, which is the covenant love, like I love you no matter what. Like we over the puppy love.
Unconditional.
There we go. So people usually don't make it to stage 2 because they can't even unsee they do have a life. Wait, so we're not going to be with each other all the time? But you know that relationship is relationship. But this by Gary Chapman, love language. He has a singles edition, and he has a married edition, which I have that too over there.
Nice.
It's okay, book fall down. But you know that was like an off-topic thing, but those are like love languages.
No, I think that's pretty much on point.
It's perfect. Yeah, because I mean, if your spouse love language is communication, then shouldn't you communicate?
Yeah.
Shouldn't you let them know?
Yeah, exactly. Love language, I mean, it's because I learned that too in one of my college courses. Love language, it's not just about you know, language, the word language, linguistics, if we will. Language is not just about verbally speaking. You got body language, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got body language, and then you got language in writing, and you know what I'm saying, your character, like you said, character, in many forms. So because language takes many forms, how you express yourself language wise. So that love language is very relevant to expression of yourself. So you can't express yourself with silence. We're not minds here doing sign languages and then not speaking, and then you have to read my lips. You can't read my mind. So if you're in that relationship with that person, be real, keep it 100, as we say. You know what I'm saying? Sauce Queen always keep it real, bring you the sauce. So yeah, champagne, popping all the real.
Yeah, I mean, we need to.
So we keeping it real, and definitely you can't have silence or awkward silence by keeping it real. You got to speak up and project. So yes, that is so good about that love language, because if you don't have that love language, then what are you doing? You're not really loving the person or for the person. If you're just like that person that don't have a love language, are you that mundane? Do you not have a life? Are you a robot? Are you AI?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, shoot, y'all better be careful with that AI too. I told y'all, but
Mm-hmm.
like what you said. I mean, is it wrap up time or we got a little more time?
I mean, we can wrap up.
All right. So yeah, as we wrap it up, right? This is not all about the new year, new me. Please be careful with that and these new year resolutions. You hear
Oh,
me?
we're gonna get on that topic.
Yes,
Yes.
we are. But staying true to who you are while you're leveling up. You heard.
Mm-hmm.
You have a vision. You know, God ordained it. You went and you talked to him about it. You know, you make it plain. The word will tell you that too. Make it plain, right? My vision board stay on deck. It stays there. It's in the phone. Keep a folder, a binder or two, because that's how serious I am about it. Right? What they say, you got to be about it. Like you gotta walk it like you talk it. You can't be out here just talking it. And sometimes I be feeling like I'm talking it because I am not me in the workforce. And when I'm at home or when I'm teaching Zumba, and even when I'm on a podcast, like I'm bubbly naturally,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm serious. I am serious. And like I shared, my dad did the lounge, and I shared about character because that's something I'm big on, because I am a speaker and the goal is to become a public speaker. And I can't be, saying one thing and doing another. So the cleanup is real. But anyway, like we said, we're going to touch base on that again. So be careful with this new year, new me. You hear me? Just stay true to you while you're leveling up. That elevation is a process, and you don't want to look crazy getting caught up in the these, what you call them,
A cycle.
these, well, yeah, the cycle and the seasons, but you have to be aware of what your season is, when your time is, but don't get caught up in these sayings. You understand? New year, new me. I'm popping out. Hey, yeah, be careful with that. But as we wrap it up, I need y'all to think about this, right? This year is not about just looking good on the gram, TikTok, Facebook, all that. It's about making moves that matter for you, your relationship, and your future. Honesty is a lot that goes hand in hand with communication. And like my man remind me, hey Ebony, you talk great. So when I hear you say stuff, I know it's gonna sound good because you write. You're a writer, and what do writers do? So if I write him something or I sign, he know it's gonna sound good. That's what I do. I talk, So of course it's convincing and believable. It's what you do. But you mean what you say when you're saying it, and it matters. So don't fake it for people. Keep it real all the time. And with that being said, we're going into this new year mantra with this, like walk with purpose, talk with intention, and show up as the person you're destined to be. Don't fall victim and get caught up in cliches. Don't lose a good thing over something so minute, And like we had this topic because again, we always gonna be in tune, right? And we're gonna stay up to date with things, and it's always engaging. But the reality of the fact is, know the room, read the room. Is if we here, there's no reason to treat me like this because we here. We too much here to be acting like this.
Exactly.
So know your spouse, know your relationship, know what door you walking into. The Bible will let you know. Try the spirit, whether it's of God or not. You understand? So you can take it in the natural and in the spiritual. Don't leave a person. Don't hold back. What you holding back for? They need to know. Keep them on a need to know basis, so nothing can ever just pop up on you. What's the point of the awkward silence? My spiritual people, don't be silent out there. If God say speak, you better speak. Don't make it an awkward silence. You talking about God in the room, go quiet. That ain't your crowd. It ain't your crowd. not so proud. That means they don't want to hear what you got to say because you have something to say. Don't remember when something is bothering you, calling on the name of Jesus and them demons, they scatter. You know why? Because that's power in the name. But that was me wrapping it up, Sauce Queen. That was my serious face if y'all ain't noticed. It was real with y'all. It was real, you know. Yeah. Don't forget, like, comment, share. WBC is going places. Whether you watching or not, God is leading.
We got something for you. We got something for you. Don't trust. We got some knowledge for you. We got some great advice for you. Chime in with us. You know what I'm saying? Give feedback, whether you like it or not. Give that feedback. You know what I'm saying? We're going to always keep it real with you. So, yeah, come on in and get in with us. Get into it.
Come on in the room. Yeah, we air Wednesday nights, and we're going live to talk about it Sunday nights. So y'all stay tuned for that live because we want to hear from you. You matter too. But until next time, my loves, be real. But don't forget, like, comment, share.
Yes.